tonight is an important night. Tonight is what we call our new distributor orientation. So over the last month, we've had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of new people say yes to the NeoLife opportunity. Now, it's very, very important that we take these new distributors by the hand and we show you what to do. It's very important that you start achieving your dreams and goals, the reasons why you joined NeoLife in the first place. And so first of all, I just want to start this session by congratulating our new distributors on making the decision, having the courage to say yes. And we know that every successful journey started with a step of faith. And a step of faith is having the courage to believe in something that you have not yet seen. And somebody shared the NeoLife opportunity with you, and you said yes. And so a lot of people are on the call tonight because you have hopes, you have dreams, you have goals. Maybe you have goals that you're running towards or fears that you're running away from. And you're looking for a financial opportunity that will take you from where you are right now to where you want to be, a place that truly excites you. And we are just really incredibly excited to have you as part of this NeoLife family. And we want you to know that we are 100% committed, as is your sponsor, your leadership. We're 100% committed to doing everything in our power to making your NeoLife journey a complete success. You have joined a family, a NeoLife family that is on a mission to make this world a healthier and a happier place. And a big part of that mission is not only to make people healthier, but also to make people wealthier by empowering them into business for themselves, but not by themselves, and helping people achieve their dreams and their goals and helping them to take care of their financial future. That is a key part of our business. And we're going to be focusing in on a lot of that this evening. There has never been a better time to be a NeoLife distributor. Let me tell you that. There's never been an opportunity to build a NeoLife business than there is right now, because there's never been a greater need for financial opportunity. And for those of you living in Africa right now, I'm sure you can agree with that. There's never been a greater need for people to find a financial opportunity, an opportunity that has great products, an opportunity that is highly lucrative, an opportunity that is based in honesty and integrity as our number one value. And so we have 3 goals for tonight's call. Just 3 goals. Number 1, we're going to show you how you make your money. We want you, there's many, many areas of income in NeoLife, but just in the beginning, we want you to understand the first 2 areas of income, your retail profit and your sales volume bonus. Okay, that's the first goal. The second goal is we're going to show you how to take your manager step, how to step from distributor to manager. And the third thing is we have a wonderful couple online that are waiting in the wings that I'm going to introduce you to in just a little while. And they are very successful distributors. They're on the world team. They know how to build this business. And we're going to be talking to them because we want to equip you. The third thing is we want to equip you with the skills and the tools that are going to help you sponsor your first distributor and find your first customers as soon as possible. So that is what we want to do for you this evening. But before we do that, I'm going to take a second to set your expectations. As a new NeoLife distributor, we will walk this journey with you. We will train you, we will support you, we will celebrate your victories. We will support you when you struggle, but we can't succeed for you. Okay, and if you've come into this NeoLife family, I want you to know that we'll do everything we can, but we can't succeed for you. It's going to be you who creates that success, not your sponsor, not NeoLife. You're going to be the difference between success and failure. And NeoLife is here, your sponsor is here, your leaders are here to train you and support you every step of the way. But NeoLife, it's a great equalizer. No matter your age, your race, your education, your past experience, everyone has access to the same products, to the same compensation plan. Yet some people succeed beyond their wildest dreams and others don't. You are the only variable in the equation. And I share this with you because I want you to find that motivating. I want you to find it liberating. Your success relies on nobody else other than you. You have just taken complete control of your future and your success. And that is what it's all about to be a NeoLife distributor. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And now you have the best opportunity you've ever had in your whole life to go out and create the future of your dreams. So Brandon, I'm going to just share a slide, and please feel free to chip in wherever you want to here, Brandon.
Yes, definitely.
But this is what we call the path to the top. And everybody joins NeoLife as a distributor. Even our 5 diamond directors, they join NeoLife as a distributor right at the very beginning. And you've taken that first step. Now, you're on this call because you have goals, you have dreams, you have hopes, you want to achieve something. It's very important that you don't stay as a distributor. You got to keep moving. Life is all about moving forward. And how do you move forward in your life? To move forward, you need to move from a distributor to become a manager. And when you're a manager, you're not going to sit there and fold your arms. You're going to keep moving forward to become a senior manager, and then onto a director and an emerald director. And you're going to learn more about these steps later on, but I just want to focus you on your next step. It's very important that you take your next step. Okay. So from distributor to manager, as a distributor right now, you have one income possibility, or one area of income, which is your retail profit.
Yes.
So you have joined, you now can purchase the products at distributor cost price, and you can go and sell products to your customer base. And so if you, for example, bought a Tree and N kit, you might have a bottle of Tree and N. You can go and sell that other bottle of Tree and N at retail price, and you're going to make a good retail profit. So the area of income available to you as a new distributor is retail profit. That is product that you will be selling to your customers. And retail profit is very important because you can join NeoLife today and you can make your first profit today if you go out and you share a product with somebody else and you make a sale. Okay. But
Drew, I just want to chip in here when it comes to retail profit. That is just an amazing part, for distributors who have not taken a step yet to qualify for the bonuses from the company. We're going to hear stories at the convention of some of the people who've been earning retail profit, because this is sometimes a neglected part of the business, because you could make so much money just on retail profit. And being a distributor, you have your own nutritional startup business. So meaning that you have your own business and you run it the way that you need to run it at your own time, meaning that you have the luxury of time where you can do it wherever you are, whenever that you want to do it. And also as a distributor, being able to buy directly from the company, as Drew mentioned, that you have now discounts because you're buying from the company. And not only that, you have your own complementary personalized website that you can use to share your business with many people out there, and they could be buying products from you directly from your website, or they could be joining and being part of the movement of the NeoLife family that is changing people's lives. So being a distributor, you have so many benefits and so many things that are available for you to help you to build your business.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you take all those distributor benefits and you carry them with you to manager. But at the manager level comes additional benefits, and in the form of increased income. So now as a manager, you're not only eligible for retail profit, you can now participate in our compensation plan and earn what we call sales volume bonus, which is often referred to as SVB. And here I've just added a sales volume bonus chart. And every product, let me explain this for the new distributor. Every product you will notice has a point value. If you look at your price list, you'll see the distributor cost price, you'll see your suggested retail price, and you're going to see a PV column, a point value column. Every product has a point value, which is just NeoLife's way of gauging the size of your business. And we will pay you according to the point size of your business. And then you will see a business volume column on your price list. And so if your business, for example, is doing 250 points, you'll get a 3% sales volume bonus. And this is worked on a sliding scale. If your business starts doing 1,000 points, you'll earn a 10% sales volume bonus, all the way up to 4,000 points, which will give you a 25% sales volume bonus. So PV is a critical factor in earning money in the NeoLife business. Okay, so we're going to show you how to increase your PV. How do you become a manager? There's 2 steps to becoming a manager. Okay, we call them paths or steps. And the first path is you must have 100 personal PV. Now, Brandon, do you want to explain to them what is 100 personal PV?
Definitely, that's a very important thing because many people don't really understand what is 100 PV. Every product that we have at NeoLife has a point value. As an international company, we need to make sure that the value is the same throughout our businesses internationally. So every product, if you buy a product which is 10 points in South Africa, it would be exactly the same points in Nigeria, in Japan, in America, in the UK, anywhere where we are. So the minimum amount of points to be accumulated in a month to participate in the compensation plan to qualify for incentives is 100 points. So in this case, it could be different products put together to accumulate your 100 personal PV.
Great. And that's products that you use personally in your home, from your nutrition to your home cleaning products to your skincare range, and products that you sell directly to your customers. That will make up your 100 PV. So you need to have 100 personal points in your name over 500 QPV. And your QPV is the points that other distributors have accumulated in your team, added together along with your PPV. Okay, so I'll give you an example of that in a moment. And in this example, you will earn 5% sales volume bonus because your business is now doing 500 QPV. Yes. That makes you eligible to 5%. Okay.
True.
Yes.
Before you go further, I know that sometimes people might just get a little bit confused about the PV, the QPV, and BV, and all of these. I know the acronyms might be confusing at the beginning because you're new in the business, but you know what? In the compensation plan book, all of this is detailed and clarified. So you can go to your compensation plan book and you will see all of this information. Now,
and where will they find the compensation plan book?
Oh, that's a good one again. Well, if you just recently joined, I'm sure you've already received your kit. And in your kit, you will find a book called the Compensation Plan Book. If you don't have your compensation plan book close by, you can also go onto your back office and you'll find it under the resources tab. When you click there, and you'll find all the necessary literature items that you would need for your business under resources. So you would find it as a physical book that you'll get in your kit, or you can go back on your back office under resources. That's where you will find it. Or if you really need to need help with the navigation of the back office, hey, don't hesitate. Give us a call or your nearest DC. We are there available to help you, or your upline sponsors.
Fantastic. And as a new manager with a business doing 500 QPV, you'll earn an additional plus minus 330 Rand over and above your retail profit. Not a lot of money, but this is the very first step in this business. And over time, we can show you how to add zeros onto this 330 Rand as you move up the compensation plan. But let's give you a real life example of what this looks like. This is you and the products that you have used on yourself and in your home and with your family, and the products that you might have sold to your customers. That will equate to your 100 personal points. 100 personal points really isn't a lot. 3 boxes of Pro Vitality is over 100 personal points. So even if you just use a box of Pro Vitality and sell 2, you would have achieved your 100 personal points. And then in your first month in this business, you go out and you find 3 new distributors, A, B, and C. A, B, and C are people that they join this business because they're motivated to improve their financial future. For whatever reason, whatever motivates them, they say yes, they want to become a NeoLife distributor. And you teach them how to use the product in their home and sell a few products to achieve the 100 personal PV. So in this example, distributor A does 100, distributor B does 100, distributor C, he does 200. So your accumulation here is 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 points. Okay. Now, because you've done your 100 points minimum, hey, you're now a qualified manager. Now, just incidentally, if you fail to do your 100 points, the computer would not accumulate your downlines volume. Okay, so that is how important doing 100 points every single month is. Never let a month go by where you don't have your own 100 points in your name.
Yes.
The second way to become a manager is, this is just an incentive option. You personally can do 250 points. So instead of doing 100 points, you do 250 personal points. That will make you a manager. Okay, so this is the second option to become a manager. And because you've done 250 points, you'll get a 3% sales volume bonus. And that will equate to about 100 Rand over and above your retail profit. Okay, and again, it's a smaller amount because your PV is a smaller amount. And we have a saying in this business, no PV, no money, no money, no funny. So that's how important PV is. The more PV you accumulate, the bigger your sales volume bonus is going to be. So 2 steps, just to recap. Do 100 personal PV over 500 points within your team, makes you a qualified manager, or do 250 personal points yourself and you'll be a manager.
Definitely true. I just want to bring up something as well here. You know, everybody needs to remember that you need to do personal PV every month. The minimum is 100 points. Now, PV determines what percentage you qualify for. So the higher your PV, the higher the percentage that you qualify for. Now, the percentages, when we calculate the bonuses, we use the BV. On your price list, you will see that there's a column for PV and another column for BV. So the BV will determine how much money you will get at the end of the day. So basically the percentage, like the 3% of 250 personal PV or qualifying PV, that means that we're going to take the BV and take the 3% from the BV, and that is the money that you're going to get off the 250 personal PVs.
Fantastic. And just at the end of this call, I will be showing you a model or an example that will help you build a 4,000 point business and earn a 25% sales volume bonus, which would equate to an 8,000 to 10,000 Rand sales volume bonus at the end of the month. Okay, so we'll show you how to do that at the end of this call. But your next step as a new distributor is to step up to manager. When? In the month of August. Very important. Do it in the month of August. Let's just get it done. Okay, so we've shown you what you've got to do. Let's talk about how are you going to do it. And there are 3 very simple habits, which we call the 3 daily success habits, which are the activities that you need to be doing on a daily basis if you want to build your business. Just by joining NeoLife won't make you money. You've got to come in and you've got to practice these daily success habits every single day that will grow your business. The first habit is we want you to use the product because we want you to believe in the product. We want you to feel the benefits of the product, because when you have that credibility, because you believe in it, the product has enhanced your life. You can go out and do the second activity. You can share the product with other people and you can build your customer base. We want you to not only share the product, a very important part of our business is sharing the opportunity with other people. And we know there are 2 great illnesses that are happening in our countries right now. The number 1 is chronic disease. People are sick, they need our products. The number 2 is financial disease. You know, people are sick and tired of not having money. People are sick and tired of working as hard as they know how, but not making ends meet. People have dreams that they aren't able to achieve. Hey, we've got the opportunity that can help them do that. So it's very important that we get out into our network, our circle of friends and people we know, and have the ability to share the opportunity with them as well. And the third habit is personal development. Yeah. Right now, you need to develop the mindset and the skill set that will get you to manager. But when you're manager, you're going to need to learn and develop the skill set and mindset that will get you to senior manager, executive manager, and director. And so you need to make sure that you're always learning and growing. And that's one of the great things about our business. You never stop learning. You never stop growing. It doesn't matter how successful you are, how long you've been in this business, you'll learn something new every single day when you talk to other people. And so I just want to, we're going to take a few minutes and we're going to zone in onto this habit of sharing the product and opportunity. This is what we call the money-making activity. If you want to grow a successful network organization, you have to have the ability to effectively share the product and opportunity with other people and build a network of people that are doing a few things. A network of people that are using the products, and a network of people that are also sharing the product and opportunity just like you are. And so that is a skill. And we're going to just invite a couple onto the call right now. Shane and Mark, if you could just unmute yourselves and turn your video on, and I'm going to spotlight your video. How are you guys? Good evening to you.
Evening, Drew. Good to see you, man.
Fantastic. Good to have you guys on the call with us. Now, Mark and Shane Hazel are calling in from Grahamstown. They're very successful world team members. They've achieved great success in this business, and they've achieved the success by helping other people duplicate their success. And so they've got a wonderful way of training people and working with people and showing them what to do at a practical level. And I've asked them to get onto this call to talk to us about it, because they are doing these activities every single day, and we're going to just dig in a little bit and find out exactly what you're doing and what our distributors can learn from you, if that's okay. But before we do that, why don't you just go ahead and quickly share your story with us, for those of you meeting you for the first time.
Okay, sure. Thank you, Drew. Thank you for the privilege of being on this, although it's quite an adrenaline pump. I'm the Shane part of Mark and Shane. And when we were introduced to NeoLife, Mark was a horticultural and environmental management, and I had a plant nursery which I was running from home in the efforts to try and be a home-based mom, because it was really important to me to be that. Okay, a doctor had recommended that I use specific products of the NeoLife range. And in using that, after using them for a while, the person who I was getting it from suggested we might like to look at the business. I decided we would register, and purely really for getting the discount on the products. I didn't realize that we could actually really do anything more than that. But our sponsor actually knew that we had a greater need than just getting the discount, because we're a growing family and growing expenses as well, which comes with it. And so she persevered at encouraging us to go to training events. And it was at going to those training events that we realized that perhaps we learned about the products, first of all, and then perhaps we could just do something with this business, and maybe, just maybe, it would give us, help us. So the more we attended, the more excited we became about it. And as we saw others succeeding, it gave us hope that just maybe we could do the same. We used the product, and the more we used, the stronger our belief in NeoLife became. We started to invite people, and that also was an adrenaline pump. At the beginning, it really can be quite nerve-wracking, and so I think it's important for distributors not to give up when they feel nervous about doing it, because you feel like you're doing it for yourself. And
can I chip in?
Yes.
It took 18 months from our sponsor of persistent inviting to eventually get us to have a look at the business plan. And yeah, I'm very grateful that she persisted for those 18 months with my skepticism, but I'll hand back to Shane.
Okay, so when we wanted to start inviting, we obviously needed a name list, a list of people that we could invite. And so we started with family and friends, and we were really excited about the potential, what the business could do for us, but we talked too much. We were so excited that we wanted to tell them everything about the business, and it really, we kind of bombarded people with it. And then as eventually we realized that we needed to listen more. When we were in conversation with other people, we needed to just listen and prompt and ask questions that would actually help them to actually share something that may express a need of where NeoLife could actually help them with. And that became a very exciting thing because, we just became to know that the business can make a huge difference in people's lives. And by offering them the business, there's so many different aspects that it can help them with. So we listen and people say things are too expensive, that things are so expensive, prices of things are going up all the time, and petrol's going up, and they've got school fees to pay, and various people mention things like that while you're talking with them. And so we know we've got an opportunity that can increase their income, and it can really make a difference. So once we'd invited family and friends, and we just realized we needed to increase our name list and keep on increasing our name list. That's something we work at all the time. And an area that I found very helpful is being friendly really helps, and a genuine friendliness. Just realize there's so many lovely people out there that if you get into conversation with them, your life can be so enriched, even if it's a brief meeting and you never meet them again. But very often from having chatted with them, you get to know of a need, and you can ask them for their number and contact them later. There's various ways, even in chatting in a queue in the shops, or I've even made use of chance phone calls that people phone in, telecalls and things like that, or if you phone in, have to make calls. So these days, even if you don't go out, you still have a telephone, and people still phone you and you phone them. So, or you phone in inquiries and things like that. When it just little openers that I used to use, or I still do use, is if I meet somebody, I say to them, "Have you lived here long?" And it just, and it just opens a conversation. Or, "How old are your children?" Or one that I use is, if I see somebody that has something that I really think looks lovely, even if I've never seen the person before, I comment to them and I say, "Oh, that's such a beautiful outfit." And we've got a down here in Grahamstown who's just from getting chatting because I admired her lovely outfit, and we got chatting. And it's just, it's actually a really fun part of the business, because in our team, we've got such lovely people. And our lives have been so enriched by knowing those people, and they just are awesome people. So so the important thing is to really get to find a need that people have that we can fulfill, and then we contact them, and Mark's going to continue with that as to just how we go about that. Okay, thanks.
Super, thanks, Shane. Shane is actually far, far better at the personal contact and connecting with people when she's out. I would say that 100%, if maybe 98% of the time, Shane goes out somewhere, she will come back with a name. And she will start to cultivate that relationship. And I'm thinking of the person that she's just referred to with the beautiful skirt. So in that sort of situation, she will get them to the point where it's ready now to show the plan. And what we will do then is we will try and set up a meeting, either a one-on-one meeting with them. During lockdown, of course, it's been a bit more difficult to meet the one-on-ones. So in this particular case, we did a Zoom meeting, and we showed the plan online. And the lady was excited about what she saw. She had a family friend who was interested. And so we did the next step. We got her to invite her friend to come along and do that. And we showed the plan then. And it was only much later, after the kit had arrived, that we eventually went to their home to meet with her and to take her through the business launch process. So on one side, Shane does the inviting. And when she gets them to the point where it looks like they're ready to come into the business, she asks me to follow up with the business presentation for them. On my side, one of the things that I did just recently, somebody that I've known for many years, in fact, I was at school with him many years ago. They have an events company, And as you can imagine, an events company hasn't had too much business over the last 18 months. They basically had no income from the events company. And I happened to be doing some business with him for something else that he does as well. And in chatting with him, he told me the story. And so a few days later, I phoned him up and I'll use the name John. I said, hey, John, you know, I've just been thinking about you and your story about the fact that you're not getting any primary income from your events company. Would you and your wife be open to look at a way to generate an income as another income stream over and above what you're currently relying on? And he looked at me and said, well, but what have I got to lose? You know, tell me more. And we tried, as often happens in these sort of inviting situations, to get them to tie in with one of the formal set presentations that either NeoLife does or that we do with our team members. And that wasn't possible. So I sent him a link from one of the downline directors, and he got back to me and said, but this really looks interesting. We need to talk a little bit more. And so we're now in that process of connecting with him. We haven't had a chance to meet with him and his wife at home. They're fortunate they live in our area, but we're in the process of making the contacts, continuing to do the follow-ups. And I think this is one of the things that I've found that is really, really vital, is those ongoing follow-ups. We recently, this year, had a gentleman from Zambia who I think I had as a referral probably about 6 years ago. And he keeps on saying, I'm going to join, I'm going to join, I'm going to join. And then eventually he did join. And in his first month, he did a phenomenal, something like 2,600 points of business. And I think to myself, imagine if in that period of 6 years, I'd given up on him as a lost cause. He contacted me the other day and he's ready now to place another large order for products. And I think the lesson from that is that we're able to keep following up with people, keep following up with them, because you're never sure when that person is actually going to decide the time is right for him. I believe that one of the people that is on the call this evening and listening in is somebody that was a referral for me. And we've been keeping contact. We've not been able to meet in person, but I had contact with this particular person, I think it was in the last week, and she said to me, I'm now ready to make the decision. And it's just a case of her getting her money and her getting on board and becoming part of this incredible family. So Drew asked me to share, how do I handle it when I'm meeting with people? What I will invariably do is when I'm talking to the person, and kind of, especially in most cases, they're people that I don't know very well, or I don't know what their dreams are, I will start off the one-on-one session, what I call a sizzle session, and I'll say, tell me 3 things that you would love to change or improve in your life. And I'll wait for them, and sometimes we just prompt a little bit and we write those things down. And then we'll go through the one-on-one session and I'll show the marketing plan and talk to them about that. And when we get to the end of the presentation, I'll go back to those 3 things. And it's amazing how many times those 3 things are things that NeoLife can actually provide solutions for. Probably 95% of the time, all of those are met in that. And so I go back to each one of those things and I say to the person, okay, you wanted to travel the world. Do you think this could give you the opportunity to travel the world? You want to be healthy. Would you see this as a potential from what we've chatted about with the products? You want to buy yourself a new car or build a home. Do you think that's possible with the income that you're going to earn out of this business? So in my follow-up at the end of the presentation, I'm touching on the things that they're dreaming about or they would love to change or they'd like to improve. Some people want to give money to their church or help a charity. And when we start telling the stories about how people have benefited through this business, it's an encouragement to them, and they can then turn around and say, I want to be in on this business. I want to be part of this incredible family. And so, you know, we can meet people one-on-one, we can share links, we can talk with people on WhatsApp or Telegram or any of the other kind of things that are out there. And in that way, we're able to get people to join in and have an opportunity to actually change their lives. I recently had an example with one of our downline who I had been working with over many years. She wasn't a downline yet. I'd approached her when her children were small. The family situation has now changed. And this lovely woman, I contacted her one day and she said, you know, you've been on my case for years. I think it's about time that my circumstances have changed. I want to get involved. She said, I'm just going to use the products. Well, it wasn't long after feeding with her with things and her participating in our training events. And folks, if you're a new person, I really want to encourage you, plug into every and each training event that there is out there that you can. If there's work circumstances that keep you out, get onto the recorded events. We're so fortunate these days that just about everything we do is recorded. We do the same for our own team. And get hold of that information so that you can grow step by step in your confidence through, as Shane said, using the products, and then just get out there and share the plan. But what we will also do is, and I must finish that story about this lady. She eventually got excited and we did a couple of demonstrations for her. And then one day she phoned me up. She said, I've got a prospect. He's leaving town. I want you to come and show the plan. Well, we showed the plan and he was very excited, but he was leaving town. So we left him for a few months, but we kept on following up with him. And we happened to be down in the Southern Cape. Some of you had the privilege of being in the Southern Cape when we went to Fancourt, and we happened to go see this young guy. And we did a demonstration of our home cleaning products. And he was so impressed that in his restaurant that he had established down there, the product gave such a phenomenal result. He contacted me afterwards and said, I'm in. And he says his cleaning surfaces and his cooking surfaces are cleaner now than probably the day when he bought the equipment. So just working with your team, showing them how the product works, show them how they can benefit with that. You're going to get some people who may be just wholesale customers, and other people will be business builders. Just this evening, as we were setting up, I got a message from one of the team that I'm working for in a downline leg, and she's asked me to set up a call with her and a prospect. And so what we do then is we do a three-way call. I will help them to build their name list, and we have a process that we do for building the name list. And then I will help them to make those calls where she will introduce or he will introduce me to the person and say, I'm going to hand you over to my business colleague and mentor, and he will talk with you a little bit more. And then we ask them that question: would you be open to earn an income over and above what you currently earn? Or if the person has told me that they've got a particular challenge or a particular need, we will focus in. And I might say, I believe you're a sharp business-minded person. Are you open to look at other income streams from other business opportunities? So we frame the questions according to who the person is that we're inviting. And that's really exciting and really rewarding when you can connect with the person that you're actually engaging with. And so, it's important also to do the product demos. When you get with somebody, if you can do a product demo, whether it be an aloe vera plus, or if it can be a little bit of shake, if you've got some shake with you, or the cleaning products. And we've got those wonderful demonstrations that we learned through NeoLife that you can do that gives credibility around the business. But one of the things that I've found has been really helpful, and one of those people I know is on the call this evening. When you start working down a downline leg, you want to support and build the structure. So you want to get your width in, but you also want to get your depth in, because out of the depth going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels or more down, you're creating volume in your business, and that stabilizes the new person that you're working with. And one of the best examples I've got is of our own daughter some time ago when we were working with her. I think we went down 6 or 7 levels before anybody joined. But we kept getting names and referrals from each person that we spoke to. And eventually somebody at the bottom said, I'm in. And within about a week or two, I think 7 of those people had joined the business. And boom, there was a whole flurry of activity, and it caused a huge amount of excitement. So those are some of the things that I think are really vital. And Drew, I hope I've covered. I don't know if you want me to give you any answers to any questions that you've got on clarity.
Mark and Shane, that was very, very comprehensive. Thank you so much. And what I really appreciated there was the practical examples of real life stories, how you have gone through the process. And just for the new distributors on the call that like to travel, I know a lot of people love to travel and can't wait to get back out there. Every time I seem to take an overseas trip with NeoLife, you guys are there. Doesn't matter where it is, you guys are there. How many times have you traveled overseas with NeoLife in your business?
Well, yeah,
at least 6 or 7 times,
if not
sure.
8. Yeah, I mean, Mexico, Hong Kong, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, London. Yeah, we've been to Zambia, Mauritius. Yeah. Awesome. And with the NeoLife family, it's just so wonderful. I mean, sometimes we share with other distributors, and then just the opportunity to be there. And I think if we hadn't stretched ourselves, and I mean, I'm a horticulturist, as Shane said. I don't talk to people, I talk to plants. And I've got out of my comfort zone. And I mean, we would never have been, Mexico was another one of those. We would never have been to those places if we hadn't shared the opportunity. And so, yeah, I think it's an exciting time to be involved in the business and to touch people's lives in such a phenomenal way.
Wonderful. Thank you both for sharing with us. It's so kind, and God bless you both.
Bless you too, everybody.
Thank you. On Saturday online.
We will be there. We booked in already long ago.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, guys. All right, so I'm going to just share my screen very briefly, and just to give you a visual of what Mark and Shane spoke about. Number one, they spoke about a name list. For the new people on the call, or if anybody on the call hasn't got a name list, make sure by the end of this evening you have created a name list that has at least 20 names. You build that up to 100 names, but right now you need a name list. You need people to talk to, and you need to put some structure behind it. So create a name list. It's a skill. And when people don't succeed in this business, 9 times out of 10, it's because they haven't created their name list. Okay. Learn how to discover what they want. We are in the business of helping people, and we can only help somebody if we know what they need or what they want. And based on their need or their desires, we're going to invite them. As Mark did to that guy who had the events company. Now, I've been thinking about you. You mentioned that you've lost your primary source of income. Would you be interested in making another source of income that will help you get by? And very often when you talk to them based on their needs, they're going to say, absolutely. If somebody doesn't have energy, you say, hey, listen, you're always tired and lethargic. I've got something that could give you abundant energy. Would you be interested in taking a look? It's very easy to invite people to take a look at your product or your opportunity based on their needs. And when you invite them to take a look, they're going to say yes, or they're going to say no. If they say yes, guess what? You set up the appointment. If you're a new distributor, you get on the phone with your sponsor, or 3-way call. It might be a 3-way WhatsApp call, where you know how you can add people to a call, and you can do a short opportunity meeting over the phone, or you sit down and have a cup of coffee with them. Share the opportunity or the product, or you invite them onto one of our company opportunity meetings that happen a number of times a month. If they say no, that's okay. You're still in the game. If they say no, what do? You ask them for a referral. You say, who do you know that would be excited about making some extra money? I'd love to talk to them. Or who do you know that is ambitious and looking for a strong business that they can run from home? I'd love to talk to them. Who do you know who are the healthiest, most active people you know? I need to talk to them. Ask for referrals that you can add to your name list, and never stop following up. Never stop following up. So those are the 4 skills you need to learn to develop to make you good at sharing NeoLife to build a business. And what will that look like? Remember, I said I was going to show you a director model. This is you, and I'm going to use Pro Vitality just as an example so I can quantify it. You use the products. So in this example, you're using Pro Vitality, and you have gone out and you've shared the product with 6 other people. And these 6 other people, they buy product. In this example, they're buying Pro Vitality. And so you're using a Pro Vitality, you're selling 6, that will give you 250 points. What does that make you? It makes you a manager. And it will give you a profit and a bonus of 1,000 Rand. So, hey, in the month of August, you could go and create a business, build a customer base, use some product, and earn profit and bonus of about 1,000 Rand. Let's take it to the next step. You start sharing the opportunity with other people. And off your name list, you invite people to take a look at the business, and 3 of them say yes. So you might need to talk to 10 people, but 3 of them say yes. And guess what? You teach them how to use the product. Success habit number 1. You teach them how to share the product so that they build their customer base and they are doing 250 points just like you. Your business now does 1,000 points, 250, 500, 750, 1,000 points. You're now a senior manager and you're earning 10% on the sales volume bonus chart, and your profit and bonus will equate to about 1,800 to 2,000 Rand per month. You can do that in the month of August. If not August, I challenge you to do it in September. Next step, you teach your 3 distributors to go out and find their 3 people off their name list. You teach them how to find and discover their needs. You teach them how to invite. You teach them how to present opportunity. So they have a business doing 1,000 points just like you. They're making an extra 1,800 to 2,000 Rand per month. They're trading in their own economy. Hey, you are now a director because your business is doing 4,000 points, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. You'll earn yourself an extra 25% sales volume bonus, and you'll earn a NeoLife bonus, not including your retail profit, a pure bonus of 8,000 to 10,000 Rand per month. How long should that take you? I recommend you get out and do that within the first 6 months of joining this business. You're going to hear from somebody on Saturday who did it in their 2nd month of joining NeoLife. It is possible. And as a director, there's many other benefits. You get consistency bonuses, you get lifestyle events, you get leadership training, many benefits of being a qualified director. So I hope that motivates you to take your manager step and then to take your senior manager step and to carry on, because success is not theory. Success is action. Just as you build muscle by challenging it, just as you build your sponsoring skills by getting out there and taking action and challenging yourself, making the name list, having the courage to pick up the phone or send the message to invite people based on their need to take a look at your product or opportunity, showing them the NeoLife solution, showing them the products or the opportunity that will take them from where they are to where they want to be. And Jim Rohn, somebody, a great trainer in our business, said it best. Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skills. Don't wish for less challenges. Wish for more wisdom. And my prayer for every new distributor who made the commitment to be on this call this evening is that you find the courage to step out of your comfort zone. You get into your world and your community and you take massive action. And in doing so, you fulfill your potential, the true potential that is living inside of you right now. And you create the life for you and your family that truly excites you, the life of your dreams. Because every one of this call is absolutely worthy of success. And I know you can achieve it through NeoLife. So good night, everybody. I cannot wait for convention. 5 more sleeps, I think it is. I'll see you all 1 p.m. on Saturday. Bring your team, bring your new distributors. God bless you all.